to Window on the World. I'm your host, Lisa Oligas. In our show today, we will get a glimpse of the Central African country, Cameroon, through the eyes of international student Stefan Montiwampi. Welcome, Stefan. How are you?
I'm fine.
It's good to see you.
Thank
so,
you.
Tell us about Cameroon, your homeland, and what city did you grow up in?
Okay. Cameroon is a country in the central of Africa, and I'm from Douala. So Douala is the economic capital of Cameroon.
It's a bigger city.
Yeah, it's a big city. So Cameroon have two capitals, the political capital and the economic capital. So the economic capital is where you can see a lot of people doing merchandise, selling, buying, a lot of supermarket, a lot of big stuff. So yeah.
Kind of the hub.
Yeah, it's kind of the hub. So
finance.
It's the finance of the country.
Right.
Yeah, where most of economic things are coming from.
Did you like growing up there?
Yeah, I do like growing up there because all my family are there. Yeah, the father of my father's family are there, my mother's family are there. So, yeah, I like growing up there, making some friends. Yeah. Going to school there. Yeah.
So, were you from a big family? Did you have any siblings?
Of course, I have 3 siblings, 2 sisters and 1 brother.
And where do you fall in the familial line? Are you?
I'm the second born, so I have an elder brother and 2 junior sisters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But now my elder brother is in France. He went to school.
Okay.
And my junior sister, the one who's just following me, she's in United Kingdom for school too.
So all over.
Yeah, exactly.
So I first met you in our speech class in oral communication, and when you did your About You speech, you told us that you come from, you have a Catholic background.
Yeah.
So how important is faith in your life?
Okay, faith in my life is really important. I mean, the trust of God. It's really important because in my country we are really Christians. So we trust that there is a mighty God who is watching us, and that we have to act really good, and that we have to do great things for our lives to be a little bit easier. So whenever the situation, whenever you feel stressed, whenever you have a big problem, a big issue, and that you don't have a solutions, it's common to my country to just pray and ask whatever you want to God, and for sure, he will answer to you positively. Yeah.
So did you go to Catholic school or did you go to public school?
No, I went to public school and to private school, but I didn't go to Catholic school or a religion school. No.
So tell us about education there in Cameroon.
Education in Cameroon, one thing is that Cameroon is a bilingual country, so we speak both English and French. And I did a Francophone education. A bilingual at the primary, and I finished in Francophone because there's a little story about it. I was really happy while doing bilingual. So in Cameroon, you can choose either English or French education. So, but in primary school, everybody's doing bilingual. And now your parents or you have the choice to choose whatever you want to continue.
Okay.
And me, in the middle of my primary school, I was like, I really want to do the English. But my mom and my teacher was like, we don't think so, you need to go in French. And that was one of the things that I didn't like very well because I love English. So continue to house school, I was doing Francophone section, in university Francophone section too. So I didn't do English. But in primary school, the love of English following me still the university. So yeah.
Is that part of what brought you here to the United States to study?
Exactly, because I do love English. I wanted to experience myself more because I'm a French speaker. All my family are Francophone. All of them are speaking French.
Yes.
But I do love English, so I was like, okay, I want to go in an Anglophone country. Yeah.
So what is your area of study here at Missouri Southern?
I'm doing business administration. Yeah, so 4 years, and I have a bachelor degree. Yeah.
Excellent. So you had mentioned in one of your speeches in our class that it was your father's wish for you to study abroad.
Exactly.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, in my country, in Africa, it's common for you, like when you graduate from high school, to go and study abroad. So it's really common. And your parents have to decide with your consent where you want to go and study. And I was like, okay, maybe I should go to Europe. And my father was like, I really want you to go in the United States and study. Unfortunately,
I know he sadly passed away.
Yeah, he passed away. And I went to the United States, but he couldn't see me going here. So,
yes.
But yeah, I hope he's watching me and he's proud of me.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Thank
so, besides struggling with Blackboard, which is an online service we have here that every student seems to struggle with, what would you say are some of the challenges of learning here in the United States or adjusting?
Adjusting the time, being on time. Because in my country, being on time is not common. Like, you can have your birthday, for example, and you say to people, like, come to 3 p.m., it's common to everyone to add 1 hour to your time. So it's common. So that was one of the hardest things that I had to adjust here. Being on time, the punctuality, being punctual. And secondly, the mentality, the food too, because I'm missing my local food, my country food,
Well, I was going to ask you, what are some of your favorite dishes? Because I know you talked about that one of your speeches, like you love. It's delicious food, and you said people don't really know African food.
Yeah. There are really special food. In my country, I love to eat cassava.
Cassava,
Yeah,
okay.
Cassava, yams.
Yams, okay. So what is cassava, though?
Cassava is a kind of tobacco. I don't know really what in the U.S. pronunciation, but it's like a certain legume that comes from the ground and that you can cook and eat with a kind of soup that you want. But with what we can put in the soup, it's common here too. We can put meat, cow meat, beef meat, or there are some kind of
a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
But you miss the food. It's hard to get here or to have anything close to it, like to make it yourself.
Okay, there's a special food in my country that if I want to like have the little bit of taste of the same taste, I should put spinach on it. Yeah. So we cook a lot of African food with leaves, green leaves.
Okay.
Yeah, that's most of our common soups.
So have you discovered anything you really like about American food? Like, I mean, we have a lot of fast food, I know, but are there any foods that you've discovered, oh, I really like this?
Yeah, and that is cabbage.
Cabbage?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I consider that a fast food, but it's American food.
Yeah.
I guess.
And American food, I do like potatoes, sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes?
With beans, sweet beans too. Yeah, I do like it. And what again? I would say cheese.
Cheese?
Yeah, I do like cheese.
Do you not have a lot of cheese in your country? Or is there a different kinds?
Yeah, it's a different kind. In my country, to eat like American foods, we have to go to some special restaurants. But most of times, if your moms want to cook something, she will cook you an African food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So in class, you had talked about having travels to Nigeria, which is one of the bordering nations to Cameroon.
Yeah.
You talked a lot about beaches, and I know that Cameroon itself has a seaside. Do you go to the beaches a lot? What would you say are things to see and do in Cameroon?
Okay, in Cameroon we have nice beaches. We have two ones. One in Cameroon there is a special place to go to beach, and from where I am to go there is 3 hours of drive.
Okay.
But I mean, it's worth it to go to 3 hours because as soon as you are there, it's very nice, it's beautiful. And yeah, we have some good beaches. We have the food, yeah. We have the weather. It's always summer in Cameroon.
Okay.
Yeah, at least it can rain a certain time of the year, but most of times there's sun, good sun. So if you are tired of cold or during winter, you can come to Cameroon. You have a good sun and good weather. And special thing about Cameroon is our clothes, our culture. There's a lot of things to learn. Yeah, a lot of things.
I read something about the Chutes de la Lobe. There are waterfalls that go directly into the sea. What is that like?
It's so beautiful. It's in the nature, like there are trees everywhere, animals too, and there's a big waterfalls that the water just flow, and you have fresh air coming from you. You have little piece of water coming into your. It's beautiful. It's just, but to go in places like that, you have to walk because sometimes motorbike or cars can't go. So there are a certain point that your car will leave you or your motorbike will leave you and you need to walk to see some beauty because sometimes beauty is behind some exercise.
So Cameroon is said to have ecotourism.
Yeah.
So is that something that you've been involved in, or do you think that's kind of what your country is proud of, is, having a lot of nature-based tourism?
Yeah, sure. Our country is proud of it. I mean, there are even some places in Cameroon, like the South region. There are places that you can't build big buildings because our country wants to keep it like before, like it has always been. And there are first creatures, like there are little creatures who can't grow up. They call it in our country pygmy. So those people don't use cell phones. They don't wear dresses and clothes. They are all like in the history, always wearing like underwear. They have leaves that they put on them. So everything there is like
more of a native population.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So you had talked in one of your speeches about a tradition that I really loved you talking about at weddings.
Yeah.
And about basically spraying the couple with money. Is that something that is a tradition in your country?
In my country, yes, but not as in Nigeria where I discovered it. Yeah. In my country, we are mostly, when we are talking about marriages, it's mostly about giving gifts. So the groom have to come with, the grooms and the groom families have to come with a lot of gifts for the bride and the bride's family. So yeah, to have a woman that you love, you need to come with a lot of, there's a tradition that we call la dot. So the groom's family have to come with a lot of stuff, palm oil, grace for the bride, a lot of gifts for the bride and the bride family. The parents of the bride have to have gifts from the groom's family. So the groom's family is coming from with a lot of gifts for the brides and the bride's family.
Okay.
Yeah.
It used to be called have to have a dowry. A woman had to have all these things in her sheets, pillowcases, everything to prepare a household.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about some, do you have a favorite African tradition, African holiday that you celebrate?
Yeah, we have African holidays that we celebrate, like the national, some cultures, because Cameroonian is not just because there are, in Africa, there are countries that have a unique celebration. But my country have a lot of cultures. So I can be in Cameroon, but there's 100 other cultures that would not do like me or like my culture is doing. So all cultures have these kind of celebrations. And we easily find celebration during marriages, during death too. When someone passed away, there are certain celebrations that have to appear. And those celebrations is varied according to the culture, because our celebration won't be your celebration, but we are still from Cameroon.
Possibly similar to how they celebrate, they have a parade in New Orleans when someone passes to the next life.
Yeah, we
it's
do.
It's a celebration of their life.
Yeah, we do have it too. Like we will walk around the quarter or around the area, walking, and the person who passed away is in the car, on the box, and we are walking behind the car, following him, crying, carrying his pictures. Yeah, there are a lot of things like that.
Okay. So back home, you own a business, and
Yeah.
we're going to show some of that, but you are involved in fashion.
Yeah.
Tell us, you always have a sharp look.
Yeah,
Tell us
thank you.
about your business.
Okay, I have a business back home, and the name is Mr. Handsome. It's in English. I did that because of my love for fashion, and I wanted to make a difference between the original T-shirt and jeans that most of men wear. I wanted men to see themselves like, okay, I look good, I'm classy, yeah, because they can be classy too, not casual every day. So I wanted to remove men from the casual style to the classy and the elegant style. So that was my real motivations.
Excellent.
And it was really cool because I did it for many different type of people, like for young people, for young men, and for married men, or mature men, yeah.
We're going to talk much more about your fashion and your line of clothing when we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll check out some of Stefan's designs in our own little fashion show. Don't go away. Hello, KGCS viewers. We asked you to take our station survey to give us feedback, and we are listening. For those who asked about program listings, daytime shows are provided by U2 America. Programs originating from KGCS and the university itself air from 5 to 10 p.m. Information should be in your channel guide, but to make it easier for you to know our weekly schedule, we will post it every Sunday on our Facebook page and as a commercial break following our newsmakers. We hope this makes it easier for you to find the programs you enjoy. We are back on Window on the World with Stefan Montewampe, who in Cameroon has his own fashion brand, Mr. Handsome. Now you design clothes, so tell us about this outfit you're wearing.
Okay, this outfit I'm wearing is designed by me, so I'm the one who take the main design, and I go to my sewer and I give it to them, and there are two persons who are supposed to sew it for me, and it's originally from the North region, basically. So most of the North people in my country wear this kind of dress, and yeah.
So the way it's tailored is kind of traditional?
It's a traditional wearing of basically the North region.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you once said to me that fabric is super important to you.
Exactly.
How do you pick fabrics, and what's important?
Okay. Basically, the best fabrics in my continent now, because I'm not using Cameroonians fabrics. I'm using Nigerians fabric because they have the best one. So there's a place in my country, in my city too, Douala, that I know some Nigerians. So
is it a basic cotton? What is the fabric?
It's a mixture of cottons and other fabrics. Yeah, so this is a mixture. It's a mixture.
Yeah. On the first day I met you, you were wearing this fantastic white outfit that had a lot of trim.
Yeah.
How important is ornamentation to you when you design something?
I mean, the details. I love to put my little thing on it, to add something on it to be more beautiful. So I'm not so much into the basics things. I will still add something for it to look better or look good.
So would you consider this dress wear? Because it does have a button sleeve, you know, and those are like pearl. They're very kind of fancy, and you've said fancy. So, and you do seem to have like a seamed pant. Yeah. So kind of show us what you have there.
Okay. These basically have to come like, they have to be long.
They're long.
Yeah, they're long basically, and you wear a pant inside it. Yeah, so you wear a pant, and it have to be long, because if it's not like a little bit long and it's here, that's not the same thing. Right. That's another thing. Yeah. So
how do you decide? I know you have some clothes you've worn before that have a pattern on one side and a solid on the other. How do you determine what you want to do?
Okay, I determine it according to the model of the clothes that I want to do. So according to the clothes, or according to the designs that I have, I decide where I will put each finishings or each
solid and pattern. You kind of mix them up.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I
you'll
can
do
make-
half and half.
Yeah, I can do half and half, and sometimes I can mix it up according to what I see that will be good on the clothes. Yeah.
So we have a friend of yours here who can
Yeah.
join us as well. So Stephen, come into the picture here. Stephen is also from Cameroon. Tell us
Exactly.
about his outfit, and he can model for us right here. So tell us about this, when you designed it.
Steven got his own outfit, so it's not from my brand.
I see. Okay.
So it's from his brand, and yeah, Steve.
So there seems to be a fair amount of like embroidery. Is that common?
That's broderie. Yeah, that's broderie, and normally in my country, broderie costs a lot.
Really?
So, yeah, so this is an expensive outfit from my country. Yeah.
So do you hire people to sew for you? And how does that work when you're making the clothing? Do you buy the fabric and then hire someone to sew you? How many employees do you have?
I hire some people to sew for me, and I have 2 sewers. I have one guy who do my delivery. I have a lady who take measurements, yeah, and I have someone who do my shopping bags. And I have another one who take care of the Instagram page of my brand.
So when you say this would be expensive, give us an idea of how much it would cost, and I don't know if
In my
currency is the change.
Yeah, it's the change, like
the same.
maybe 40,000. I will do it for 40,000.
40,000 what?
40,000 francs CFA. According to the US dollar, it can be like 70 or 60.
$70?
Yeah,
Okay.
$70, yeah.
So,
Exactly.
and then do you hire individually, or do you put it in a store
I put them in the store, and I pay the store like monthly.
to carry your brand?
Yeah, to carry my brand, yeah.
You have bags, you have all the stuff to go with it in your store.
Yeah.
What made you think you could do this? I mean, obviously you started very young. When did you start doing your business?
I started it in 2022 during summer, and the main reason was like it was holidays, so it could have helped me financially too to start my classes really good with some funds aside that I put according to some good sales that I did, and the profits, benefits, and all that.
So, how much money have you made off your business thus far?
In my country, like a benefits of 1.5 million of my country currency, France CFA, something like $2,000 of benefits, yeah. And I invested 500,000, something like 700.
Okay. So you're a budding business, but
Yeah.
you want to grow.
Yeah, I want to grow. I hasn't started yet in the US because I'm new, so I'm still like learning the markets here and how everything goes. But I'm still taking my time, and when I'll be fixed, I will continue Mr. Handsome, and now the new edition in the US.
Yes.
Yeah.
So one of the things you showed us in your class during speech class was an outfit you wore, and you said it was funeral uniform. So explain what a funeral uniform is, and is that something that you traditionally in your country, are there a lot of those kinds of clothes?
Okay, in my country, when someone passed away, we decide a uniform that we will wear during the burial ceremony. And it's a traditional outfit. And yeah, according to the region where you are, according to your traditional places, there are some there are certain kind of uniforms that you have to wear.
Is there certain designs you have to incorporate in that then?
Yeah, there are certain designs, mostly what our ancestors used to wear. Times and years after years, it's kind of like going a little bit more new. There are some things that are adding, but basically there are certain draws, certain like print on it that our ancestors used to wear, and that we still deal with it according to the events. Even on marriage, we have uniforms that we wear.
For a wedding?
Yeah, for wedding. Yeah. Oh, sorry, for wedding. Yeah, we have certain uniforms that we wear for wedding and burial.
And is color very important? I mean, vibrancy?
Yeah, sometimes, because it depends too. Some, like in the West regions, he is in the West region, he can tell you. In the West regions, there were sometimes white and white, red, and black. In the west regions, the west and east. Okay, in the west region, we wear sometimes blue and white. So the colors depends on the sector where you live. Yeah.
So let's talk about some of. You sent us photos of a number of outfits, and then we can model those. You have one that's white and has kind of an angle of color. So how often do you kind of try to mix it up in the styles that you make? And tell us about that.
Okay, when I style it, I'm using the colors, the basic colors of the regions, the typical regions. So I'm just like adding some stuff that I want it for it to be very stylish and all that. But basically, there are the main colors that are already here before.
One thing I wanted to address is a lot of the images we have, you usually wear sandals. Is that common in your country that everyone wears?
Yeah, it's common in my country sometimes to wear sandals, like with the outfit that we are wearing. He's not wearing sandals. Typically, this is different from sandals, but it's kind of
more of a dress sandal as opposed to a casual sandal.
Exactly. But with our uniforms like that, we wear sandals sometimes, but good sandals, not the kind that you can wear in your house and
or on the beach.
On the beach, no, not that kind. Special kind of sandals according to what you're wearing.
Well, let's talk about some of the other outfits you've designed.
Okay, this particular one that I'm wearing is the one that you can wear to go to beach, to a beach. This one and this one here, you can wear it to go to like a marriage or even a.
So the models on the outer sides are wearing more elegant clothing.
Yeah, more elegant clothing. And these two is casual look.
In the middle.
In the middle is casual look. This look, you can wear it in the during daytime or nighttime. And this one only in the daytime.
You don't seem to you're not afraid of patterns and zigzags and things like that. Why? What inspires you when you go, okay, I want to do this? Do you just get artistic in your mind, or
make a difference? Because there are a lot of people coming up with their own stuff. So if you are not coming with a new difference or adding something really special with difference you with other people, it would be like, okay, we have already seen it, so you need to add something really special.
You want to be unique. Okay, so let's look at another one of the models we would have here.
Yeah.
And so this is a cool outfit that you've worn.
Yeah.
So tell us about this. What inspired this?
Okay, this outfit is from my friend, Steve. It's his region's outfit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that pattern is something from his region.
Yeah, from his region. And we have the white here. And instead of wearing the traditional material everywhere, I wanted to make it a little bit young. So I just come with the traditional material and I added it like in the sides of it and in the back for it to be a little bit like
it's almost a geometric design, which is very cool.
Yeah.
So let's look at another outfit.
Okay. Yeah, this one I wanted to have a mixture of the gray and the black.
And it looks almost like a shiny fabric. Do you have that often? Does it have a different quality?
Sometimes I love them to be a little bit dark. I don't want it to be so shiny and all that. Yeah. So
far you've designed for men. Do you ever consider designing for women?
No, women is not my. No. I don't want to be everywhere. So because in my country there are a lot of stuff for women, so I want it to be like just in men.
Exclusively for men.
Exclusively for men. Yeah.
Well, good luck to you in your career. Thank you for telling us all about Cameroon. Thank you, Stephen, for modeling. And thank you for watching Window on the World. Good night.